stripping U.S. American citizens of their citizenship if they burn a flag.
I think he's upset about it, and I think he's expressing what I think many of the people in his base are super upset about. You've got men and women all over the world that are dying for that flag, and the fact that the media is super upset about him being upset about flag burning in itself is sort of a mistake on both sides. So what I would say to you very clearly is that Mr. Trump has the right to express himself, and he has the right to the base and explain to them and to have empathy for them of what they see that they don't think is necessarily right. So I don't see what the problem is with that.
Okay, so Dylan, and just listening to Anthony, I mean, that's the problem, right? You don't know who Mr. Trump's tweet is meant for, if he's serious about it, if we should ignore it and pay attention to something perhaps more important. What do you think?
Well, that's absolutely right. And I'd first of all say I don't think what the media is necessarily preoccupied here with is a debate over flag burning above all other issues on the table. I think the question is a threat to infringe upon First Amendment rights before the guy has even stepped foot in the Oval Office to begin his term. And I think those are serious and legitimate concerns. As for Donald Trump's tweets, I mean, look, there is a very serious and robust debate taking place among journalists about how much do we cover these tweets, how much are these tweets meant to be a distraction from perhaps more pressing issues about Donald Trump, about various policy proposals or decisions he might make as commander-in-chief. Look, what I would say is, you know, there are a lot of people in the media. The media is going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's room for both. I think you have to focus on what Donald Trump says. I think it would be a mistake not to, just like we have to focus on everything President Obama says, even if he says it in an interview as opposed to through his Twitter account. But we can't let up on focusing on the issues that Donald Trump doesn't want to talk about. That is the role of the press, to make sure we prioritize the issues that are important as we see them and as the American people see them.
So Maria, maybe Trump sends out these tweets just to make people like you really angry.
Actually, it makes people like me and others who didn't vote for Trump really worried and embarrassed in terms of what kind of president of the United States he's going to be. Let's be very clear. I actually think that this type of tweet is diabolically brilliant, because I agree with Dylan. There are so many other issues that are incredibly more important for us to focus on. For example, the danger of his myriad conflicts of interest. And I know that you and CNN have been focused on this, and I think we should all be focused on it, because when he gets to the White House and he owes millions to China and millions to Germany and perhaps millions to Russia even, we don't know.